On today's episode, we have an OP calling someone an incel, a brother who excludes another sibling on a group chat, a wife who disagrees on doing more chores, a parent who criticizes their babysitter, an OP who doesn't want to loan out money, and a wife who doesn't appreciate their husband's getaway plans. For the patrons and YouTube members, we have an OP who brings generic brands to a party, and a parent that refuses to talk to a teacher about their kids' grades. If those sound interesting and you want day early and ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network or join our YouTube membership. Reddit on Wiki starts right
Get
now.
therapy.
I'm not reading.
Get therapy.
Wikimaniacs, welcome to this unique session of Reddit on Wiki. I am your host for this episode, the dishonorable Punny Pinoy John. Today, I'll say this, I'm taking creative liberties in this episode, because why not? It's my episode for today. So for this episode, we are not judging anybody at all. We're not judging anybody, guys.
That's not true.
So it's true.
I'll be judging in my mind, okay?
In your mind. So this episode, we're going to try to make it as interactive as possible for Wikimaniacs. So all the judgments, they're all going to come from you guys. So the Wikimaniacs in the comments. So the boys, however, will have their respective duties of either defending an OP or discrediting them. So without further ado, let me at least introduce you guys to my co-host. So representing the prosecution team, he's a sharp-eyed skeptic known for their analysis and dedication to uncover the truth. Wikimaniacs, this man will argue that the stories in question are fabricated, exaggerated, or misleading. People of the court, we have your boy, Sean Salvino.
Hello.
Woo!
Hello.
Do people clap in court?
The glove
I don't know, probably not.
fit. You must acquit, which I think was actually, he was the defense, wasn't he? That wasn't a good line for me.
I think so.
He was the defense. Fuck.
Thank you for helping me.
Fuck.
And with that, representing the prosecution team,
No.
he's a sharp-eyed skeptic.
You did that one.
Known for their...
You did that one.
We're on the same team, Sean.
We're the same
yeah,
team, my
brother.
bad. Cut that out. Leading the defense team, he's an advocate for the storytellers, committed to preserving the integrity of personal narratives and the freedom of online expression. He will strive to demonstrate the plausibility and truthfulness of these Reddit stories. People of the court, we have Josh L.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Fuck. God damn it, it's good.
God damn, prosecution is shitting the bag right now, bro.
I gotta say, right off the descriptions, I sound like the bad guy already. Mine is, I'm trying to discredit. And then his first sentence is, he loves art. What did he say? Defending artistic expression or some shit? I think I've lost before we've begun.
Yeah.
All right, Wikimaniacs, again, this is going to try to be as interactive as possible. So we will not determine if any of these people are asshole or not in the stories, and you will decide the fate of these posters. So lay the judgment on them. Be sure to hop on the comments on YouTube, Patreon, Spotify, QA, or our subreddit, and cast your verdict. But boys, are you ready for these proceedings?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Fuck you, Honor. You're not the judge, so I don't give it. I'll talk to how I please. Actually,
Well,
I will say all the creatures of habit. Apologies. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun.
Yeah, this will be a good one.
I want you guys to argue. That's what I want. Yes.
And we
All
will.
right.
God.
Reddit on Wiki Court is now officially in session.
Oh, I should say disclaimer. One more disclaimer.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
sorry. Josh and I are going to play into our roles. If we're
Yes.
defending or fighting against assholes, we do not believe those things. We are just trying to play sleazy lawyers.
Mhm.
I gotta say, I don't know what kind of stories John is gonna have us defend, but I will say, we're just playing our roles. defending or fighting the OP. All right.
Speak for yourself, prosecution. I wholeheartedly agree in my my clients, whoever
Love
they
it.
may be.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
fucking
wait.
Love it. I love this energy from Josh. Sean, I need you to step up, my guy. All right.
Fuck everybody. I do what I want.
All right. First story. This one is, and by the way, none of these were from a subreddit. These are all sourced by me. And this one is posted by only lower score software, lower score 9041. The title is, Am I the asshole for calling a short guy an incel after he criticized my height gap with my girlfriend?
I think I'm going to be okay in this story.
By the law of this episode, you are an asshole.
Okay.
But by
All
your
right.
law, he's innocent. Or wait.
No, that's you.
I'm saying he's innocent. Yeah, you're right.
Don't tell
great.
me I'm fucking up.
I
This is
don't
great.
know court. I've never been.
Same. I've never even got a parking ticket in my life before. So I, 22 male, am 6'7". Must be nice.
Woo!
Can't relate.
My defendant's sick.
You can reach stuff in a top shelf. I can't do that. I got a tippy toe and like a running start.
Gonna have hella knee pains and back pains, but
Bitch, I got knee pains and I'm 5'5". What the hell is this?
shit, you're right.
Hate my life. I, 22 male, am 6'7", and my girlfriend, 22 female, is 5 foot tall. We get looks sometimes, but it's nothing serious. I went for some drinks with her, and
What
we
were the
linked
ages
up.
again?
They're both 22.
Damn it. All right.
Oh, okay. You were trying to build a case.
Trying to get an easy one.
Okay, all right. I went for some drinks with her, and we linked up with a mutual friend. Well, one of the guys there was quite bothersome. He looked to be about 5'4" or so. As soon as he noticed us, he gave us stares. As we all got drunk, he began to share his unsolicited thoughts. He just straight up said, quote, "You two shouldn't have kids. It would be hard on the son. And your height gap is low-key creepy." And then he began ranting about how short women are shallow and only want tall guys. I was rather blunt and told him, "It's not your height that's holding you back. It's your shitty incel personality." This caused him to get upset, but he went quiet. Later on, he muttered, "Fucking asshole," as he walked by me, and since then, my girlfriend and her friends have all been saying he was an asshole. I'm wondering if I was too harsh on him. Am I the asshole for being so blunt? Prosecution, take it away.
What the fuck? All right. Clearly, OP is a privileged asshole who doesn't know the height of the everyman. He does not know the pleas that the everyman must go through. So he passes judgment on those shorter than him. He wants to make fun of the guy that's 5'4". Guys, you all love and appreciate John for the man that he is.
Bitch, don't bring me into this.
John, how tall are you, brother?
I am 5'5".
5'4". Exactly
5'5", bitch.
right.
Give me some credit.
Exactly right, 5'4". So don't discredit the man for just his height. Did he say some things that made out of pocket? Sure. But honestly, if you're 6'7", you should be dating 6 foot and above, right? It's kind of like an age gap if you think about it. It's kind of weird that you would want to just do that.
It's the Sean Rule
Don't
height.
they look like little kids? Yeah,
This is the
Sean
John
Rule
Rule
height
now.
edition.
The John rule.
So truly, end of story. OP, you went a little too far. You could have put it down a little kinder, right? I don't believe what I'm saying.
Don't say that. Go ahead, defense.
Your Honor, in response to that excellent prosecution, I think once the man at the bar introduced height into the conversation as a diss towards my client and his girlfriend or wife, I forget what they were, that's when, all things are off the table. And my client responded to the height comment in turn. I think he was fine in doing so. He was not an asshole. He was sticking up for himself and his girlfriend. And from this person who sounds like an incel, not because of his height, but because of how he acted. Now I ask you, why prosecute my client who is an innocent man trying to stand up for women and himself? I rest my case.
I agree, actually, if I'm going to be quite honest.
Is this guy a public defender? Because
I've watched a lot of
Get
Law
what you
and
pay
Order.
for, bitch.
How much did you pay for this guy?
Free.
Oh, he's going rogue. Don't worry. I try to mix it up for everybody, so everyone's gonna get like some shitty takes in this.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that one was pretty easy, Sean. You had a hard one
That
off
was
the
pretty
bat.
easy. Off the bat.
All right.
You know what?
Off the bat.
We both get paid out the ass anyway. So
We won. Either way, we're lawyers. Brother.
yeah, we're going for drinks
Exactly.
after this.
This is half of my dream.
True. We'll go kick some ass after this.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
So, Wikimaniacs, let us know, what is your verdict? Is OP an asshole or not? All right. Moving on to the next story. This one is posted by Spiritual Shower. The title is, Am I the asshole for being honest to my brother about why he is being excluded?
Well, I mean, being honest is always a good thing, right? Am I right, jury?
Context is everything, jury. As you will see in the story that the judge will read.
All right, let's get on to this case. My 34 female brother, 26 male, told me that he is upset because he feels like everyone ignores him and excludes him out of things. He told me that no one ever invites him to any events. He said that no one calls or texts him. He was upset that he found out that all of us siblings have a group chat and he's not a part of it. He also told me at work how some of his colleagues ignore him and don't invite him out to events outside of work hours. I had to be honest with my brother about why he's in this position. I basically told him that he is essentially excluding himself and that his behavior is the reason why he's being left out. He spends the majority of his free time in his room on his laptop, and he hardly leaves the house besides just going to work. He doesn't have any other hobbies or interests. He doesn't make an effort himself to engage with people and reach out to people. He isolates himself from everyone. And I told him, you can't expect people to include you and reach out to you when you hide in your room all day and you don't make an effort yourself to engage with people. My brother got upset when I told him this, but I felt like he needed to hear it because it's the truth.
Who do you want to start?
Let's go with the prosecution this time first.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the question is OP the asshole, right? Maybe not only for telling the truth, but think about this. This is his brother. He spends all day alone. He's not in the group chats. You don't know what he's into. I say that's not his fault. I say that's your fault, OP.
Talk to him.
I don't think you're making a valid or
Judge,
strong
keep
enough.
your comments to yourself.
Honestly, John is the bailiff.
I just
He's
said
the
talk
bailiff.
to him.
He's the
Yes,
bailiff.
let's
He's just
go
the
with that.
bailiff. Leave the bailiff alone, actually. Defense.
Shut the hell up, bailiff.
You can arrest him, I think. I think bailiffs are cops, right?
I don't know if that's true. I have no idea.
I don't know. I imagine bailiff is the security, but I honestly have no idea.
They just look menacing over there,
Yeah.
standing next to the judge.
I gotta say, I feel like OP is the asshole for years and years of ignoring his brother. Do you not think the staying inside, do you think that's more a cause or a symptom of being left out by his siblings and peers? Maybe he's left out by his peers because he doesn't talk to his peers because he's like, well, if my siblings won't even fucking talk to me, why am I even going to try with them?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled.
Fuck you. I don't know those terms.
I don't even know if that's real.
And I just got to say, a whole sibling group chat without one sibling I gotta say more than just the OP is an asshole. Gotta say all the other siblings are assholes. This is your blood, OP. And the blood is on your hands.
I'm fucking loving this so much. Oh, God.
Well, my client is guilty of all charges, Your Honor. And first and foremost, you know what? I think what she said, OP, was true. I think she said it not to be hurtful to her brother, but to be helpful and guide him to a place of betterment. I think she was trying to give him reasons, concrete reasons, why he has been left out of friend groups and group chats, and trying to help him get into those group chats by saying, hey, if you interact with us more, build relationships with us, you'll have group chats with us too. I think OP was not being harmful in her comments. I think she was being loving and caring towards her younger brother to try and build him up to be a more social person with the family. And that is why my client is innocent. I almost said guilty.
You said guilty in the beginning.
Said guilty
you
in the
confused me
beginning.
greatly. Defense.
Shit.
You said my client is guilty on all
Guilty on all
And
accounts.
then I went off. It's a clickbait.
We would be
guilty
the
on all
shittiest fucking
charges.
lawyer.
God
I would
damn,
get
Mike, I think I won.
Yeah.
I would get everything so fucking mixed up. Like, oh yeah, this motherfucker did it.
You're supposed to be defending them. I mean, they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Oh my God. Well, you know what to do, Wikimaniacs. Judge below and let us know what you think.
Let me know.
I gotta say, this is great seeing you guys get.
Are we going too fast? Are we not spending enough time on the case?
I have
No.
no idea. Because
Okay,
like,
We're
good.
good on time? Okay.
We're doing good on time.
well,
We
my
should be all right.
my true thoughts have more things to say about each topic.
Yeah, but I'm trying to win.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too competitive to let you off with the just going off of what I think.
The first two stories I picked definitely shorter because I wanted you guys to get, ease into it. I have longer
okay.
stories so you guys can articulate a little bit more, but I want you guys to get into more character. So now that you're accustomed to it, we're going to go to the next one because this one will have some arguments. I'm guessing.
Oh,
All right. This one is posted by You Can Do It, AITA. The title is, Am I the asshole for not agreeing to my husband's new chore list after I switched my work hours without his approval? Any initial thoughts?
Well, I think initially work is different than home stuff. You know what I mean? Like you can change your work hours, I think, depending on what it is without like talking to your partner. Either way, my defendant is not guilty. It's just so much more fun to say guilty.
Hey, I messed up and said you were the prosecution earlier, and you could have ran away with it if you wanted to.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh.
We're both the prosecutor.
Yeah. You know what? I do think OP is an asshole.
Yeah. All right. It goes as this. My husband, 38 male, and I, 37 female, have been married for 9 years and have 2 kids. One is 8, one is 6. He works a hybrid schedule, so he's home 2 to 3 days a week. I'm a nurse at an understaffed hospital. Due to the staffing shortage, I was offered to temporarily switch my work hours to the overnight shift. It came with a nice bump in pay, which could really help us out financially. My husband was very much against it because of the changes it would make to our day-to-day lives. I initially declined the offer, but they countered with an even higher pay bump, so I took it. It's been 5 months since I changed hours, and my husband hates it. My hours are now 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Monday to Thursday, and midnight to 9 a.m. Sunday morning. I usually make it home just in time to see the kids off to school, run some errands, or get things done at home in the morning, then sleep until the kids' bedtime and head to work. I like to think I've gotten pretty efficient at it since the change, but my husband disagrees. I won't lie, he has had to pick up a lot of kid-related things that we used to share. Pretty much any rides they need are done by him, and any weekday activities he takes care of. Now that the kids are done with school, we have them in a summer daycare program, and he does all the drop-offs and pickups. He's been complaining to me ever since the kids' school year ended that this isn't working for him anymore. He keeps asking when I can switch my hours back. I told him that the original plan was 6 to 8 months, so it could be soon, but it's only been 5 months. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I want to switch back. I'm making and saving a lot more money. Once I adjusted to the sleep schedule, I feel like I actually have more energy and can get more stuff done when I get home from work. This past weekend, my husband practically begged me to ask my supervisor when I can switch my hours back. And I finally told him that I'm not sure if I want to do that. He flipped out on me. He told me this isn't what he signed up for when we got married. He told me he feels lied to because not only did I accept the offer without his final approval, but now I'm going back on my word that it would be temporary. He said that if I'm going to keep my current night shift, then I need to do more things at home since I have the whole place to myself during the day. I asked him what more he thinks I should do, and he actually made a list. He put pretty much all the yard work on there, which is usually stuff he takes care of and that I don't know how to do. And I told him I don't know how to do all that stuff, and he told me, if I can learn how to fold a fitted sheet, you can learn how to mow the lawn. I told him that doesn't seem like a fair division of labor, and he told me that he's taken on all the kid stuff, so I need to do more of everything else. And I told him that doing manual labor after I worked all night isn't going to work for me, and he told me to change my hours back then. So, prosecution.
Oh, what's the most important thing about relationships? What's the most important thing that we say 99% of these stores could use?
Love.
Money.
No. You guys are assholes. Y'all know. We say it all the fucking time. Bailiff is trying to fuck me.
I'll give you $20 after, John. Thanks for that.
You assholes. It's communication. 1, OP took the job, and it's not final approval like he's your fucking boss, but I would say it warrants a conversation, especially if you knew he was against it and you knew the reasons why he was against it. Instead, you went behind his back and, made the decision without any of his input. 2, it's fact of the matter. He picked up more chores because of this. And you're either going to have to figure out a way to get his... Oh, even before that, you said, what more can I do? And then you're appalled that he made a list? If this was a husband and it was the other way around, y'all both would be chopping. Yeah, she asked, she received. She got the list. Wasn't working for her. He said, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You better fucking learn. She said, I can't do it. I got to say, this is a classic... the partner trying to, make more money so they can't do things around the house because they're so tired from working. Bullshit. We say bullshit all the time, y'all. We can't fucking pull the punches now. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't mow the lawn, you got to pay somebody to mow the lawn. That costs too much money? Well, you're making all that money now. What are you making it for, you bastard?
You're going to say, you bitch?
I was going to say, bitch. That might have been too harsh. All I'm saying is you're making a lot of promises that you're not keeping. You're making a lot of decisions without, your partner's input. And then when he does give input, you're appalled and you think it's ridiculous. I think your demeanor is appalling and ridiculous, to be frank. Ooh. I think it's quite rude for you to take this job once without his, any of his input. And 2, during this whole time of him begging, not once did you want to sit down and have that talk with him until right now when it's about to end. You had 5 months to talk to him, to tell him, I think it's working. What do I need to change to make it work for you? Did that happen? Judge, jury, executioner? I don't know.
Whoa, wait a minute. We're not chopping anyone's head.
I don't think it did.
Someone's head's
I don't
getting
think it
chopped
did.
off here.
Someone's fucking dying.
We're mowing her head, all right? That's what we're doing.
I don't know how to work that thing.
Me neither.
You better pay somebody that does.
That is a very compelling case you got there, prosecution. Defense, what you got to say about that?
Your Honor, my client is innocent as a strong working class woman trying to, follow her career, build a better life for herself and her family. She took an opportunity, a job to improve her life by making more money for her family. Does it screw up their schedule? Sure. Did they adapt? Absolutely. The husband taking kids to work, picking them up. That's amazing. Good for him for stepping in there. But does my client still do chores? Absolutely. It sounds like she picks up, does groceries, runs errands, cleans up the inside of the house by the sounds of it. He does the outside work. She does the inside work from what we can tell. And I think that is a shared division of labor. I think the husband is upset because he now has to do 50% of the work with the kids, and he is upset that his wife isn't doing it. And how are you going to keep a strong woman like my client down and held down by this man who's trying to control her? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I think the husband's a bitch. And for all of those reasons, I think, to add to that, let me add to that, actually. The communication. She communicated with her husband, hey, I got this job offer. He said, no, I don't want you to take that job offer that will better your life and your paycheck. I want to keep you down, keep control of the finances around this household. And she said, no, I can't do this. And they counter-offered with a better offer. And she said, you know what? For the betterment of myself, my family, my husband, I will take this job to make more money for them. And by gosh, she did it. And then afterwards, she was afraid of communicating to her husband that she might want to keep this position because she likes it and she likes the work. And you know what? He said no. He flipped out on her as soon as she communicated that. So why would he do that? So, Your Honor, my client is innocent.
Counter argument.
That's what I want to see, baby. Let's go.
3 times. You proved my point, Josh. She did it for the betterment of herself. Bottom line, you said it multiple times. She's doing it for herself. You said family once. You said herself 3 or 4 times, Josh.
I'm loving this. If I had tea right now, I'd be sipping it.
I gotta say, just because you're making more money, if this was the other way around, if this was a husband, we wouldn't be saying, he's just a strong man trying to make money. We wouldn't say that shit, and we all know it. I'm saying she took this out of her own thing. Also, she never mentioned the chores that she is or isn't doing. He's fitting sheets. He's learning new chores. He's taking the kids to school. He's taking them to after-school activities.
So should he never take them?
Picked up?
Should he never take them to school? Also, she mentioned she does errands and stuff. She did mention that.
Okay. Well, how do you know she wasn't doing errands before?
I mean, I guess.
I guess. Judge.
How do you know he wasn't doing the kids before? It sounds like he was lacking.
Also, isn't this my argument time? You never said counter argument. I'm still going here. Decorum in the courts.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Oh, is he the judge or the bailor now?
I don't
He's
know.
the bailiff.
But somebody has
we
to
don't
say
have
it.
a judge. Somebody has to be the judge.
He's the bail judge.
Yeah. He's halfway. All I'm saying is communication is key. Look, getting more money does not equate making a better life for your family. Who sees their kids less because of this job? The jury would have said mother.
I wasn't interrupting.
Fair. I just yelled at you for interrupting. Right.
Appealing to the emotions. I feel it.
Who sees their spouse less because of this job? The wife. The mother. Who's seeing their family less? Now, I feel like we would, in any other circumstance, call this mother, dare I say, a deadbeat. Not seeing your family? Not dropping your kids off?
Gasp.
Can't even imagine mowing the lawn for your overworked spouse? I don't know. To me, sounds like a deadbeat.
Counter argument. Is that
Nope. Next story.
Counter argument. Go
We
ahead.
did it.
We're good. I need y'all to keep arguing.
So my counter argument to that is, why should her career suffer to keep his career where it is? You know what I mean? I think she found a way to make more money in her position. Why should we demean her and keep her down in a position where, you know, the husband can do all these things? He is able to. And so for my argument, I would say it seems unreasonable for him to ask her to give up her career dreams and her goals in order to, you know, come back and do more work than, you know, it sounds like it's 50-50 in my opinion right now.
Does it?
Hey, he's interrupting. Your Honor.
Does it?
And so for that reason, I think off with his head.
Oh. My favorite part of doing this shit is someone is gonna just like casually listening, right? And not really paying attention to stories. And here's some of the fucking crazy things you guys are doing. Like, and then they're just gonna comment right away, like, what the fuck is wrong with Josh? What the fuck is wrong with Sean?
Yeah.
We're gonna
love
get
it.
fucking This is
That
fucking,
is what I want.
Yeah, this is fucked up. John is just trying to fucking
Get us
what I
canceled.
give
want.
the heat on to us.
Yeah.
That is what
What
I
the
want.
fuck is this?
Never forget the cat story.
Remember the peanut butter allergy. Oh, wait. That's me.
Remember calling Josh a misogynistic person?
What was that? Oh, the trad wife thing.
Yeah, the trad wife.
That was like two people.
We all got here. Remember the water story, people.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
That's Patreon.
There it
But
is.
yeah.
There you go. This is fun. This is fun
This
for
is
me.
good. This is good.
That's why I get to choose this, all right? You could do it on your next episode, Sean, if you like. All right, we're going to move on to the next story. Thank you, because that filled up a lot of time for me. Next story
yeah.
is posted by OnePage5216. The title is, Am I the asshole for asking our babysitter to set alarms when she sleeps?
Seems like a reasonable ask.
You paying more for her to set the alarms? No? Then fuck you, I think.
All right. My wife and I, 34, have three
wife.
children. My wife have three children, ages 7, 4, and a 9-month-old. I work a demanding job, and I put in the medical field.
Then you should quit your job and go back to letting your husband work.
I stand by what I said. I truly believe it at this point.
I work a demanding job and work many, many hours. My wife, not so much, but she does have night shifts often. We just got a new babysitter a few months ago after our one we had for 2 years moved for college. Our new babysitter is only 16, but she had been babysitting one of my coworkers' children for a while, and I trust him. A few nights ago, my wife and I were both working nights, and I saw on the camera that our babysitter was asleep on a couch, and the baby had woken up, was crying for almost 30 minutes while she slept. That bothered me. So without talking to my wife when I got home in the morning, I had told my babysitter maybe she should set alarms throughout the night to make sure she's awake since the baby monitor didn't wake her and that it was not okay for her to leave the baby crying like that. I guess it hurt the kid's feelings because she mentioned it to my wife, and my wife is really upset with me because she's only 16 and what I was asking is unreasonable and that this has never happened before. So again, I'm being unreasonable and that I should have talked to her first because this could have been a learning experience. She also said I was completely out of line as well. I'm really not worried about a learning experience, but am worried about the fact if my children are cared for properly. So am I the asshole?
Go ahead, prosecutor.
So am I always starting? Is that how
Sure.
it works?
I should do
so.
that. Yeah.
I think I don't know.
I never get a fucking chance to breathe. All right, fuck it. I don't care, bailiff. Look, again, a classic case of medical professionals not wanting to communicate with their spouse. Don't you think this whole thing could have been avoided if you just fucking talked to your partner for once? Also, I gotta say, not a parent. Sounds like the kid went right back to fucking sleep. I don't know what you want the babysitter to do in that situation. Probably a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Also, 16-year-old. You're getting what you pay for. You want somebody to fucking set alarms and be around the clock? Get a real goddamn nanny. You know what I mean? Stop fucking being a cheapskate and fucking get a nanny then. But otherwise, shut the fuck up. They're 16. You get what you pay for. Also, talk to your goddamn wife. I'm tired of having to argue against these OPs that don't know how to communicate with their spouse. You got to be able to talk the hard truths, all right? And a lot of these bitch-ass OPs ain't willing to do that.
That's
Pour him in the court.
Very aggressive way of presenting your case, but go off. Go off, Josh.
Yeah, I don't like that the prosecutor yells at me half the time.
You think I give a fuck?
But as for the case at hand, Your Honor, I would like to plead insanity for my client. If we can get him to take the test, that would be great. Because, yeah, he's clearly out of his mind. There's no reason for
those late night shifts, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think he doesn't know what he's saying.
Hey, bailiff, whose side are you on? You motherfucker.
Bailiff, you make a great point.
Motherfucker.
And so for that reason, I think my client is clinically insane and needs some time off work to take care of his child and stop expecting a 16-year-old to do it for him at that level anyway. So for that reason,
you're kind of helping Sean out here.
I know. I
think he's going to get off with a technicality, innocence by insanity.
The jury will find that is not a valid. There is no insanity on Am I the Asshole?
There's lots of insanity, actually.
Guilt and all those insane people? Guilty, Your Honor.
So that's my defense. I rest my case.
Wow.
Fucking high five. Hell yeah. Thanks, Josh.
That was quick. You kind of helped out Sean in this situation.
The tough one. I didn't have any handholds to grip on that one, I don't think.
Nah, it's all good.
Kids these days don't want to work, am I right? That should have been
That's exactly right. Fucking entitled kid.
Josh loves the grind set. Let it be known.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next story. This one is posted by Responsible Midscore Mess 1582. The title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Loaning Someone $35 for Pizza?
No. That's a lot of money in these days. 35 for a pizza? What kind of pizza you getting? That's a lot of money. Get one for $12.
Sean, any thoughts?
Who doesn't love the finer things in life? Truffle oil, ricotta, hot honey.
That's me, baby.
Maybe they're just trying to show you a better life.
You know?
Motherfucker.
Hey, truffle and pizza do be hitting though. So
Truffle and ricotta and hot honey? Shut the fuck up. So good.
So good.
Leading the bailiff.
You're tempting me with a good time right now. All right. It goes as this. I was taught from a young age to not loan anyone money unless you're okay with never seeing that money again. Last night, I was relaxing after a difficult last few days. Then started to get texts from an older male friend of mine that they need $35 for pizza and that they haven't eaten in 2 days. By nature, I've always been bad for setting boundaries, but lately, I've been putting my foot down. I started to question him as to where his money has gone from working and why he couldn't ask another male friend or even his own family. He said that his mom was too broke to send him $35, and his roommate had turned off his phone and had gone to Disneyland with his family, so he couldn't get a hold of him either. I then asked why he was coming to me, knowing that I'm currently on disability from work, and he says that he's asked 3 people, including me, and nobody else has gotten back to him. He started guilt tripping me, saying he hasn't eaten in 2 days and will send me $100 in return when he gets paid on Monday. I told him that I'm not in the position to lend any money, even if it's only $35, because I'm literally living penny to penny right now with a huge medical bill to pay and only having my savings left. He kept guilt tripping me, so I turned my phone on silent and went about my night peacefully. I passed out, woke up to 14 texts and 9 missed calls from him, saying he's literally starving, that his insides hurt because he's only eaten a tuna sandwich 2 days ago, and then saying, "Let me know when you've sent the money so I can order the pizza before they close at 3 a.m. Meanwhile, all I've eaten myself in the last 3 days have been muffins and granola bars because that's all that I can afford for myself. $35 isn't a lot, but when I'm not making any money right now because I can't work at the moment, it's a lot to me." He almost had me convinced last night that he truly was starving, but based on his past and how he used to ask me for money all the time for drugs, it's incredibly hard for me to believe him. So, am I the asshole for not sending him $35 for pizza? As well as the fact that I do not believe anything he's saying. Again, why would his own mother, or even his roommate who can afford to go to Disneyland, not be able to send him $35?
All right, I'll step in here, Prosecutor Sean, because this is what we in the business like to call a slam dunk, home run, grand slam, triple crown hat trick.
Holy shit. That's a lot of chores.
My starving defendant, how is he going to pay me, by the way? I gotta get that squared up. But
well, he's going to pay him $100 on Mondays. So you'll get your cut later on.
Oh, okay, good. My obviously innocent client is clearly not in a great state to lend money. And with that great advice of don't lend money if you never expected to get it back, he's never going to see that money again. This guy who, has clearly a history of asking for money for drugs and not food, has come to OP in his time of need for drugs, not for pizza. And for that reason, my client is within his right to decline his friend the money that he asked for, because my client has to take care of himself first and foremost, and with his medical bills, his own food bills, and everything else stacking up, he is in no right to lend this money to his friend. And so for that reason, my client is not the asshole.
Go off, prosecution. Defend that $35 pizza.
Out of the park, baby. That one's gone.
Decorum! Decorum, sir.
Oh, no.
Jerry, what do we make witnesses swear upon? That they'll tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Whatever
That's
Bible
right.
they believe in.
The Bible, right? Sure.
The holy goddamn Bible. That's right.
There's other Bibles.
Which one, sold by Trump or what?
The one that's the most holy. Hey! Decorum! Hey!
Proceed.
In the Bible, you might hear a wise man say, if someone were to slap your cheek, turn
Smoke a doobie.
Hey! How many times? Bailiff! Get him under control. This is outrageous.
I can't control myself.
Trying to make a goddamn defense here. Or a prosecute, whatever. I'm trying to make a goddamn prosecute over here. Don't you get this?
No, I don't really understand.
Shut the fuck up, man. That wise man, you ask. Who else but our Lord and Savior, Jesus H. Christ? That's right, buddy. So next time you think about denying the poor to starve the rich, you need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
You need to take a long
that
look
could
in
be
the mirror,
Jesus.
bud.
That could be Jesus Christ himself that you're denying. Ugh.
Is that your case?
Love your neighbor like you love yourself. That's my case. End of story. Nothing left to be said.
You want to cross-examine the prosecution defense?
Oh.
Your Honor, I don't believe in God.
The funniest bit I've ever fucking heard. Oh shit. Oh, Sean, that was gold, brother.
I think I won. That
I don't know what you won, but
You,
I think everyone is on my side.
you won the hearts of the wicked.
you ever thought about running for president? You get there.
Oh, Sean, I think you got to hit him with an encore. You got to give him a closing remark for that.
I have to follow that? There's no
I've
done it.
Follow up with it.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And blessed are those who hunger and thirst, for they shall be filled. Wayne Gretzky, Jesus H. Christ. Michael Scott.
Sean Salvino.
Oh my God. I'm sweating
Sean,
so
the persecute Salvino.
I'm sweating so bad.
That was good. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Sean, you fucking kill me, my guy.
It turned into a religious sermon.
Did we all cry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was,
definitely did.
I moved. That was very moving, dude. I am so sweaty.
I didn't
I'm
expect
like the
you to play the
sweaty.
Jesus card.
Honestly, my client was fucked. That's the only card I could pull.
When in doubt, pull the Jesus.
When in doubt, that's the only card I could pull, brother.
Holy
Goddamn.
shright. Oh, this is gold, Sean. This is going to be.
This is on
This is
par
gonna
with
be
our
the-
confessional episode.
Yeah. That was gold. All right. All right. Last story for the main. This one is posted by Big Lower Score Professional 5879. Oh my God. My seat is literally fucking like sweaty right now.
Sweating.
Holy shit, Sean. All right.
Oh.
The title is Am I the Asshole for Not Appreciating the Surprise Getaway My Husband Planned?
No. Many people do not like surprises, and so you should never surprise anyone ever.
Ungrateful.
Jesus said.
And if Jesus were here to see this, oh, brother.
All right. I'll get to it before I start crying some more. All right. For the past month, my husband, 27 male, and I, 28 female, have been in a rut. We've been arguing about so many trivial things. Last week, he randomly asked me if I liked eating s'mores. And I said, I don't care for them, and rarely do I ever crave them. He then asked me what I thought of cabins and camping. I told him, I don't care for either, to be honest, and the only way I would go camping is if it was a glamping experience. Same. He nodded and said, noted. Today, he tells me to be ready and dressed by 4 p.m. because we have a date planned. I put on a cute outfit because all he told me was we have a special date planned.
God damn it.
Any other time he said that, the date usually involves us going out to a fancy restaurant. So I put on a skirt, some heels, and a top. He sees my outfit, doesn't say anything. The only thing I noticed, that was odd was that he brought his backpack with him. I asked him why, and he said that he just wanted to put his hoodie somewhere in case it got cold later. Sean, you better get those sermon ready, my guy. We get into the car, and 20 minutes into the drive, I ask him how far is the restaurant we're going to. He smiles and says, about an hour. And I pull up my phone and start responding to some work emails to kill time. And then when we arrived to our destination, I honestly got so upset. It was a super tiny trailer in the middle of the West Virginia woods. Country home.
God
Take me home.
damn.
There was a small picnic table outside and just woods. I asked him that what we were doing there, and he turns to me and says, "Surprise, we're having a couple's retreat. Do you like it?" I walk inside the trailer, and mind you, my husband knows I am extremely claustrophobic. There is no room inside the trailer. I started panicking because A, I need physical space. B, I'm in heels and a skirt in the middle of the woods. C, he packed PJs, his toothbrush, and change of clothes, but didn't think to tell me I'd be needing anything for this day. You better start thinking. Josh is going to go first.
Out of the park, baby.
At the
You gave him
point,
2 home runs in a row? This is so fucked.
at the point, I just blatantly asked him, "Have I ever expressed any interest in camping to you?" He said, "Nah." And then I followed up with, "You know how much I hate small spaces. What made you think I'd enjoy this? I just really want to understand." He didn't say anything. I told him I appreciated the gesture, but I could not for the life of me figure out how he thought planning this in the way he did was going to help us get out of this rut. This isn't the first time he's planned something for me that I hated. I've told him before if I've never expressed interest in something to please not gift it to me or plan a date around it. I do a very good job at giving him extremely thoughtful gifts and planning him very thoughtful dates/experiences. And today, I told him that it just seems like there isn't any consideration for me in that regard. Am I the asshole for reacting the way that I did?
I can go first. Allow the prosecution to build up a case.
Let me read the Bible real quick.
Look for the Quran. Maybe it's got something in there too you can use. What do we always say is the most important thing in a relationship?
I think you should ask. I think you should ask. Money.
Communication.
Oh.
Bailiff, what the fuck was that?
Thank
we
you.
talked to
Thank
you
you.
many
Finally,
times.
someone biased.
God damn it.
Money.
Goddamn help over here.
Communication. And OP's boyfriend, boyfriends, whatever they are. They clearly did not communicate or understand OP's needs and wants in a relationship, especially when they asked them and did not listen, which is half of communication. Listen to your partner. They will tell you what they want. And so I think OP was very open about what they wanted, what they didn't want. The husband went behind their back, didn't tell them what the plan was at all. So OP's going in blind with no toothbrush, no pajamas, no, bedtime gear, anything. And so left blindsided. What else was OP supposed to do but react like she did? And so for that reason, my client is not the asshole.
I'm just watching Sean the whole time.
I gotta say, Sean and I are getting paid the same amount for this episode, and I feel bad for Sean. His per diem needs to be upped, I think.
This is crazy. 2 home runs in a row, back to back, Bailiff. You're trying to fuck me.
Because you have the best sound bites, all right? We need the content from you.
Oh, brother.
Go off.
All right. Couples in a rut. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Some could be saying, here's a good one. Somebody give me the definition of insanity. I don't know if this is true.
Is it he doing the same things over and over again, right?
That might be it. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting the same results. Is it not, jury?
So
One might ask this.
Let him finish.
Yep,
Let him
we're
finish.
good. We're good. I held my tongue.
Let him cook.
Cook.
All right.
You don't have to argue a lot on this one, John.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Pull up for straws, man. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over.
You just like what you're doing right now?
Different results. One might say what I just did is in fact the textbook definition of the word insane. All of that to say that some say the definition of insane. What I'm saying is my client guilty of not listening? Yes.
You don't have a client.
Or, that's right. Is Josh's client guilty of, fuck it, I don't know. Some could say that Opie's husband did not listen. But, as you heard me say, if we're going by the textbook definition of the word insanity, one might say he was listening to exactly what she said. Do you like camping? No. Do you like s'mores? No. Well,
what do you want?
We're not going to get out of this rut by doing the same thing because, again, let me hear it, jury.
That is the definition of insanity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we have to get her out of the comfort zone. Could he have told her, hey, I don't think that outfit is appropriate, and I think you might need a backpack? He could, but then she'd be even more comfortable. And we're trying to get OP out of their comfort zone. Because how else are they to get out of this rut if they're doing the same thing, expecting different results? You might have heard that before because that is the definition of the word insanity. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Exactly. So acquit her, please.
Wait. I fucked that one up, but y'all knew what I was trying to say. Y'all knew what I was going for.
The defense rests their case for the sake of prosecutor Sean.
I feel like prosecution is going insane right now.
Is that what that
might
was?
Say the textbook.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Sean. I had to do you like that, brother. You have the best sound bites, and I knew you were gonna come up with some crazy ass hypothetical.
That was good. That was good.
God damn it.
I appreciated it.
Had to do it too, my guy. But that is it, Wikimaniacs. I hope you enjoyed that kind of different side of us. Like, I know we bullied Sean into this story, but come on. Those sound bites gotta be worth it, right, my guy? No? You didn't enjoy that?
I don't know.
You didn't enjoy that at all?
It was fun. It was fun.
It was good.
I would have liked an equal amount of home runs on both sides.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
But
You
it
did
was good.
You had like a couple home runs, didn't you?
Did I?
I'd say most of them are in the gray area.
There was the first one was a home run. The second
chore
one
list.
was
I think you nailed the chore
a
list.
gray. Did I win the chore list one?
I think you
right.
did.
We'll find out afterwards.
We'll find
Yeah,
out. We'll find out.
after.
But
Yeah.
you had the best arguments. I'm not what
the fuck?
Wait, no, I mean like the best arguments in terms of like the funniest ones. I'll say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did quote the Bible.
You did. That
I
shit had
pleaded
me
insanity. For
true.
That was good.
You
If I
had
had known that was the case, I would have done that originally.
sweating so much the last 20 fucking
yeah, I
minutes.
can't beat
but-
the Jesus quote. That was good.
Yeah, that was gold, bro.
Nobody
But-
can. Papa J.
But Wikimaniacs, remember, you are the judge of this episode. So let us know in the comments on YouTube, Patreon, Discord, or Spotify. And if you enjoyed this format, let us know. Maybe we'll do it down the line. Maybe Sean and Josh can get their revenge on me someday. And if you want to hear more, please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network and unlock more bonus episodes as well as extra stories every Friday. And don't forget, you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories to us on our subreddit or cross-post your favorite Am I the Asshole stories, or you can submit your own at r/Reddit on Wiki. But we will see you this Monday. Till then, toodles.
Goodbye,
Later.
jury.
Oh,
And executioner.
court is dismissed.
Get therapy.